just like I like it, for anyone knowing it when they feel it. It makes me Iliad. 1. Just like I like calling an assembly. Rage. It belts like a rooster's cock, just another seismic layer. This attempt to wage war on it as if it were overcome with contaminating things all too foolishly in the name of cucumber fulfillment. Hesitate to say what it is, instead kissing and licking the buckle of its wallet over and over again, instead liking it like a surgical hand scrub. Skin bleeds out, blotched, puños, too many layers, gusta. This is the fashion, and like it or not, it's in me and you. Few of us forget this factoid. I'm going to spend every day of the rest of my small life killing it, liking it, over and over again. 2. Just like I like this opportunity to enter into a catalog of an army. A depressive writes about the future, everyone laughs at it. These 10 lips and 10 mouths, count how many tongues cash gold, pull one, swallow the whole framework's whole. This heart would surely break if I were not impaled by the ongoing urge to gut it out fist first. Gorgeous breasts sway a brain or two. It is disgusting. Release me, sow. Graduate with charisma. The real drive is getting it just right, straying from one sex to the next sex. What I mean is, either way I lose. How long is now? What I mean is sad sex. Close both buttons on this back, honey. While in establishment, shut up. By the authority infected in me, I pronounce it perfectly alive. What is mine is not yours unless you take it. 3. Just like I like dragging it through dirt. Meanwhile, I went to it, asking, where does it come from? It may be congenital, it may be genetic, but no one is to blame but it. Repetition is an offense. It is well that it is terrible or I grow too fond of it. Affinito. It prods little to the imagination, midst a city. Repetition is admission. Eventually it's Monday somewhere stupid. I went to it near left, waited for Monday. I repeat the Sermon on the Mount and arrest myself. Tomorrow's another day I can break. What swells are these low-hanging fruit flies. Throw myself upon it, though it's not there to register these thighs. Meanwhile, I went to it. It left a note from me. Asking where did I come from and why must I continue to knock? 4. Just like I like how it engages with duels. I am dead because it's stupid. I pronounce myself to it dead. I ask it, where is a fleeting arrow? What monster swears by transmigration? Love me harder for 500. Love it so like a hole in the head. Love it so it'll henceforth fall apart from misuse. A squirrel with the memory of an elephant. What is its purpose other than taking on the pretext of my regrets? Love it so, genitals make it look so Greek. Battle hose, love it so, rub roasted lamb all over my body, spritz a little Ungaro. Love it so, cuckoo, love it so, want it to give me whiplash, perfectly organized until death. Love it so, wanna fuck? Love it, stupid. 5. Just like I like, what chilling blows. Who suffers thanks to its non-conflicting balls? Chicks for free, huggies drip, Aphrodite, blues a tired piece of shit. Whose blues? Clarity of sentence demands, worlds of sexual nonsense, total giving and surplus. There is no sleep, and I might die before I like it. Time remiss. It gives me superhuman strength to discern it. Oh, glory returns to the riot. Now I have to live life in sex. where such lines, drawn in concrete, force my hand, fight like a man possessed. Suicide bomber, who I am, returns to the riot. Obsessed with pornography, everyone's intensity is estranged from even numbers and hedge funds. Adios, hasta luego, forget about my grandiose ego, my bloated fantasies. Who's a piece of shit? Six. Just like I like struggles in plain view. Pop, 6, squish, uh-oh, Cicero, Lipschitz. Pop, 6, squish, uh-oh, Cicero, Lipschitz. Pop, 6, squish, uh-oh, Cicero, Lipschitz. Repeat after me. Pop, 6, squish, uh-oh, Cicero, Lipschitz. Thus did it plead. It is no God worth believing in. It doesn't have to tell you. You know it. This image of whose? Ni wanda, ni poema. It is capitalism's most impressive conscription. Wave this card like beads of fuck. Let not be left alive but forgot. How it ever thought it could live so large and leave so little for the rest of us. Dactyl, rent-a-fuck. Dactyl, rent-a-fuck. Projectile, where it lands is not far from your squeak. Spare no abortion jar, no barren wasteland, jazzercise. The revolution called, and you didn't happen either. Your supine self spoons yourself, draping your forearms as though another's reversed organism. Pop, 6, squish, uh-oh, Cicero, Lipschitz. Pop, 6, squish, uh-oh, Cicero, Lipschitz. Pop, 6, squish, uh-oh, Cicero, Lipschitz. Repeat after me. 7. Just like I like when both sides agree. Together, we eat sausage, fibrous casing, and call truce, bury our respect, memories of the things we saw yesterday, peacetime happening, shining in our war gear. Vitamin D is the opioid of the masses. Depression is the natural state in times like these, and the fault, of course, is not in the stars but in ourselves. Lies seductive, staring up at these allegories at time, allowing in real thrills. Like this sun and its setting, we sleep and wake up each morning to be refilled and nourished by its rise. Blur what we know, this sun and its algorizing tugs a tooth pull. It just pops out. It watches us as we build our forts, planning to tear them down as soon as we bear back, cyclical like the sun and its opium. Herein lie truths about cats and dogs. Even in love, we hate each other. It is a critical time to dress for battle, nor not ear-candling, not children of goodness, not what makes it visible. 8. Just like I like praying for relief. What is it about? Is it mad? The feeling of, tell me about your childhood. The feeling of, it is less hurt than angry. The feeling of, lightning will inflict upon whom? The feeling of, I will pass this curse on to my babies unless I fuck over my sister and mother. The feeling of, it will take 10 years to heal all wounds. The feeling of lame horses. The feeling of, I don't believe there's an altar with a candle that burns for 270 hours. I don't believe goddesses will watch the candle burn for 270 hours while need atop lentil beans and prayer. The feeling of goddesses gives me another way to consider roast beef. 9. Just like I like holding out. Butt panic. Comrade to all those mares. Takes fast, hold of the sentence. This sub's death cocktail somewhere near. Living life together is just a message for plopping it into my cuts. Saltwater jab. If I do not have clear power strategies, what I do is not politics. Confused with a costume party, Nazi class takes to the street when something touches them in the socket. If CET is Nazi time, then what time is it here, honey? If my own mind is set upon going home, the way is open to me, but the rest of me stays here till I sack it in the ass like when the postman rings twice. Practice kisses on hands, riots on the base of feets, given there is no failed protest, lone tudes, united corsets, and self-help. Ten. Just like I like stealing its chariot, its horses. For Helen Reitman, it takes it out on me, attaches jingle bells around my neck. As it kills, Canada announces the obsolescence of the penny from the coinage system. As it kills, what will it give me for my thoughts? Great head rolling in the dust while I have yet to think freely. I lay before it on my back. As it kills, proof of the pudding is in the eating. So what? Like ideology, I so aware. It strikes me with its how, it strikes me with its bow, for it forget its whip in the MPV. Don't I hate when it happens? As it kills, I wait for the opportunity to relate to it while kept at arm's length, V-shaped, cram techniques. As it kills, fix it, dear Henry. As it kills, fix it, dear Henry. Recognize it as merely a bigger cat. Bites my nose while I doze. As it kills, it wants to fuck me hard on the sink. Henry. 11. Just like I like the next morning. And now as I rise from my couch, I come in it for fun. The other night it came all over me in a dream, spilled the bathtub filled to the lip with dead goldfish. Should have seen its face. I gave it a poachable face, akin to salting the meat, bacon smile, and ballot for 4 eyes. My complacency is its best friend, fall from its MPV to the earth, smiting it on the chest with my bills. Now, so long as my bush waxed and it's still morning, strip the sheets from off it and let its hips bare lies when they fall. I love this dick, but I take it out of my mouth once in a while, wander the lemon field, prying the best lemon, succulent fire, bite its rind, squeeze its juice. Though this fire won't give, I lick its flame. Virtuous, lemons, shank, sad tibia. Nothing is a sign until it is. 12. Just like I like pressing F. Down, close range, forward, back, XA, down, back, 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 mid-range, triangle, Y, forward, back, repeat, square, X, back, back, close range, circle B, triangle, Y, forward, back, close range, down, back, back, circle, forward, back, R2, forward, trigger, back, down, back, back, mid-range, forward, back, down, close range, down, mid-range, back, back, circle B, XA, down, back, back, forward, back, back, triangle Y, forward, trigger, back, 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 down, close range, down, mid-range, back, 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 circle B, forward, back, R2, forward, trigger, back, mid-range, forward, trigger, back, down, back, back, mid-range, back, 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 triangle Y, forward, back, repeat, square, X, press F, pay respects. "13. Just like I like favorable omens. Buries it with silence. Well, fuck me, I come for the spear. If I find one in its tent, the rest will be short, it promises. In poem 13, Zeus will be played by BC's Supreme Court. No one can write in an anonymous mode. Or can it? Can it? Why do I sound so bitter, it asks. Why beg when stuffed full of obsolete pennies? How about no longer being masochistic? Thank you, Canada. Thank you, thank you. Silence, I didn't even get taste, not even single combat, working 4 to 5, still bound, not quite breaking holistic scales. I cheated myself like it knew I would. I should claim that word too. Traitors dethroned by demanding these tits, Trojan condoms or bust. This dago fain, turn this peen eye away, el amor, asiego, el amor, asiego. 14. Just like I like sleeping, loving, longing. Oh, muses, this opinion piece is experienced by it and me. We're so hot about masculinity, all its potential accidents. I put my cow boots on one dick at a time, go off script, liquid enthusiasm. I fantasized about its big toe for decades, and then some. It doesn't keep me safe, it keeps me hairy. I staple its legs together so it can sleep and blank its wife. True bulbs, corns, tubers, tuberous roots, so hard and thick that they reduce as well below the ground. It takes my orgasm, mind vu. It isn't big, it was cosmic. Hosted the Olympics 2010. Tell me now, oh muses, how to divest every rapist of the means to argue. Bear away blood-stained spoils, and then some. "15. Just like I like its fate. It never came close enough to ask me. Recommended methods for slaughter. But there are other tactics to turn flamingos into men. Attack its throat with strikes and chokes, pinch off the carotid artery, use these hands. Gorgeous eyes may cause permanent damage. Each joint is vulnerable, sensitive. Each joint smoked breaks if pulled in the opposite direction. Brazilian jiu-jitsu reduces stress, as does standing on one leg. Since it never asks, while any vacay prepares a return to work, it makes me learn how to use its momentum against it and shit. 16. Just like I like who kills it, who kills me, who kills me, who kills it. As I speak, I put on my armor, slowly grease these legs fitted with raven elastic garters. After this, I don my namesake, Marie-Madeleine, milk leather harness, belt with O-ring hardware and studded rivet collar. On this comely head, I set this helmet with a crest of boar hair that nods caressingly above it. Pace, Iona Beach, industrial waste, shit, beauty, airport. Standing with mousers pointing at it. I express worry, the feeling of spontaneous expression, pseudo-hump house makes it known. Then, as this cage skirt ebbs the life out of me, it answers, it is not a secret, no matter the bluff. Don't fuck it up. "17. Just like I like agonized men. I do not work without armor. No bare stomach saves this body from these bosses. Today's delusions brought to me by parasitosis. Picking at what's theirs, stupid. Immune the skin, dare it, bitch. Itch when this boss is near. Dare, dare, little one. Skin thickens post-scratch, cottage cheese buildup. Oh, muses, before this body inerns, Athena reforms Phoenix, Miley so hood, Sheevy's boss's best friend. Gregor reconciles toe jam on Maundy, Thursday, scrubs, post, polished feet, fit for the housing. Feminist men really know when they're talking about me. Got hoes in different area codes. My librarian goes rogue. She says, "This space don't fit your Addie. Please leave Robert Borden on the floor." I say to her, "Librarian, though you fall beside this body, let none shrink from biting." 18. Just like I like planning another move. I will die here and now, and that I could not save my comrade. This hand filled with dust, this other pigeon poo. Etiquette cries out, this enormous breast tattoo, some sort of shape, simply flipped over easy street, simply turned into a thing with the use of a toilet brush and bucket and a can of Pepsi. Disfigures a pretty face worth sitting on. I too shall lie when I am dead, but today denies grief with strife and riot, a threesome I shall get behind, literally. Tear through this thick hide while both gorge on blood and bowels. I couldn't help but wonder, why couldn't my ancestors be more like me and refuse to settle? Are they still alive because I don't hate them enough? "19. Just like I like announcing my intention to go to war once more. We start with this perfect omelet, which is made with 2 eggs, not 3. Amateurs often add ambrosia for density. This is a mistake. Let it go hungry. Tears for food while horses taunt it, neighing. You read about Taurus and Gemini, how they only came here to leave retrograde. Nay, us neither. Leave the poetry to the pandas to the poachers. Nay, call us crazy. We snorted a fleck of the blue paint to avoid having to listen. Nay, come back here, you glum schmuck, and crop us. You can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs. 20. Just like I like resigning myself to a passive role. Formerly, these gods used to go to war with one another. Then they became united, formed cults. In poem 20, Zeus will be played by Professor Xavier in blackface. Trigger warning. Reasonably clarify all feelings. Victims bring down the uni before its started time. Victims bring down the uni before its stated time. Zeus reads tone. An email wishes to speak back calmly. Grab them by that gratuitous word. Old men make me sad. Too warm a piss for the like tea. I've always wanted to see them beaten to a shit, bloody pulp with a high-heeled shoe stuff up them's mouth, sort of the pig with the apple. It would be good to put them on a serving plate, but you need good silver. 21. Just like I like how River gets the upper hand. It gets so mad it kills its friend in me. It gets so mad it reuptakes these fair weather pipes with corpses. When this system falters, this whole system falters when dopamine needs sodium movement and parental authority. Oh, happiness is a god-awful sensation. Experiences, not too long ago, its hot-headed bumper moved me wacky, saying, "It's not the size of the hippocampus in the fight, but the size of the fight in the hippocampus." There are no bad photos of Marx, only bad boils. Oh, parasite of its host, troubles me no further. It's got a friend in me, in the place where the spit lands. 22. just like I like how neither scores a hit. In poem 22, what plays Hector and Achilles if not highway voices impaled on the other side of this Pontiac Bombville's 22-volt bullhorn? They look at each other, look back at the wall of police cars, and then look back at me. They smile and say, if capitalism drives off a cliff, it will do so without any help. I am a man in a dream who fails to lay hands upon another whom he is pursuing. This one cannot escape, nor this other overtake. In such wise did I cry aloud amid tears, and these police join in my lament. 22. Just like I like when its prize is taken away from it. After the car crash, this hole on my face listens to me recite the evening's menu. A fridge, a television set, laundry detergent, patio furniture, a zucchini, a lobster, a jar of olives, my wardrobe, magenta and turquoise. At the table, I flambe this hole on my face, atomized books. Wonder Bread helps build strong bodies 23 ways. This hole drinks less than its usual gas fare. I want to go through it again with a quail egg on top, balloon into an unhealthy weight class as to savor the taste of herds. A single wafer thin mint sheets this hole with viscera. After the car crash, this hole on my face, so amazingly, so still alive. This hole on my face blasted open, reveals spread ribs and this intact, nagging heart. Do not renounce the glamour of evil. Do not refuse the mastery of holes. Eat, pray, fuck the check, madame. 24. Just like I like lighting this pry already. Venting it, I see many fine things that are not true, and with that, I like it as a site for convergence. Fear that it, all, like when a button is pressed, will start filling the room with movements and sounds, living it, kinging it, dragging its secrets out the bag. Yoked tears flow both for it and for this unhappy IKEA shelf. Preparing it, this liver I will fain fasten, devouring it, according it, rosy fingering it. What succeeds where some poets fail? I don't have a monopoly on it. I lift my hair and there it is. The last servicio. Dragging it, mentioning it, fanning it with a thick mustache. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I'd like to, but I can't. It's not up to me. I give it the best years of my life, and all I get is this lousy t-shirt, daily nostrum, cunning it, biopoliticking it, cutting it, squeezing it, being it. Oh my like, I'm too hurt to be clear, concise, and fair. When it believes to be free, I light a stinky bean and go home.